Welcome to Game Week 27 of the Feesh Sports Marble Race Premier League. This week very nearly caught me out. I was unaware there were midweek fixtures until today, but you know, it's all good. I've made it on time as per usual. Anyway, 10 more big matches for you this week, starting with Brighton versus Bournemouth, Crystal Palace versus Aston Villa, Wolves versus Fulham, Chelsea versus Southampton, Brentford versus Everton, Man United versus Ipswich Town, Nottingham Forest versus Arsenal, Tottenham versus Man City, Liverpool versus Newcastle United, and West Ham versus Leicester. At the end of last week, it was Liverpool a point clear of Villa in the top two there, with Chelsea a further 5 points behind Villa and Arsenal a further 4 points behind Chelsea. They are the four teams rivaling their title rivals at the moment. 10 points between them. Arsenal just about in the hunt still. Can they close the gap with the remaining weeks left? At the bottom of the table, it was Southampton 12 points adrift of the safety zone. No wins for them in 16 weeks now. Crazy for them. An awful run. Leicester 7 points adrift. Bournemouth, Ipswich and Everton all on 29 points apiece. Incredibly close at the bottom there. Anyway, let's crack on with Game Week 27. Match 1 of Game Week 27 sees Brighton at home to Bournemouth. Bournemouth, with 4 wins and a draw in the last 5 games, are storming their way to safety, but they're still currently in the relegation zone. Brighton dropping rapidly, only 4 points clear of the relegation zone, and a win here for Bournemouth would put them within a point of Brighton as well. So this is a massive match for both teams here. Bournemouth will claw in a whole host of teams so they can get a win here. It also put Ipswich down into the relegation zone, and Everton just one place outside it. But Brighton leading the way at the moment. Can Bournemouth go unbeaten for 6 games? They need to keep this run going they've been on, because they've put up an almighty fight at the back end of the season. Can they keep it going and get themselves to safety this season, which would be an almighty effort considering how far behind they were at one point. Brighton as well were flirting with the top 5, 6 not that long ago, have dropped alarmingly down the table. Oh, that was unlucky there. The Brighton marble goes in. The second Brighton marble deflects off the Bournemouth marble to steal it from, stop it going through and steal the spot. It's 2-0 Brighton. It's going to remain 2-0 Brighton here. Great result for them. Unfortunate result here for Bournemouth. This one finishes Brighton 2, Bournemouth 0. Match 2 of Game Week 27 sees Crystal Palace at home to Aston Villa. Palace currently mid-table, 6 points off the relegation zone, 4 points off the top 5 somehow. It's a very tight league. This is crazy in the mid-table battle at the moment. Villa were top until last week's Liverpool game when they lost 3-0, I believe it was. 3-0 to Liverpool. So Liverpool are now currently a point above them. Villa here, as they are only the second. This is only the second match to take place this week, with a chance to go back into top spot and put pressure back on Liverpool. Can they manage to win it here? There's 2 Palace marbles here. The Villa marbles need to catch up a little bit here, because they could get into trouble here, Villa, if they don't get this one through early. Will they get it through early? That's the question. They haven't this here. There's one coming for some momentum here. This one's surely going to make it. It has indeed. There's 1 through for Villa. There's 2 through for Villa. Will that be enough for them? That's the question. There's loads coming through for Villa. It's 3 for Villa. They're making up for last week's defeat. It's 3-1 now. That'll be the end of this one, I think. It will indeed. This one finishes Crystal Palace 1, Aston Villa 3. Aston Villa back into top spot for the time being. Match 3 of Game Week 27 is out of form Wolves versus top 5 chasing Fulham. Still doing very well for a 7 marble team. Wolves still doing fine. They're only 1 point behind them, but they've only got 3 points in their last 5 games. Wolves not doing too well at all. Fulham, though, flying high. The pair of them are doing very well, to be fair. Currently 6th and 7th. As we approach this is the 3rd game of the league of this game week, so there will be other teams still playing who will move those positions around. But at the moment, Fulham 6th, Wolves 7th before this game completes. But who is going to win this one? Can Wolves turn around their poor form over the last 5 games? This one's got some momentum, but it's died at the death there. Or will Fulham move into the top 5 at Man United's expense? Wolves could also move in the top 5 with a winner, and Wolves, they've scored, but it's an immediate equaliser from Fulham. It's 2-1 Fulham now. It's going to be 2-2. Is that where it's going to end? Have we got any late goals coming? This one's coming down with some pace. Has it got enough time? It's not going to make it anyway. This one finishes Wolves 2, Fulham 2. Match 4 of Game Week 27 sees Chelsea at home to Southampton. Chelsea not on any form at all right now. Just 2 points from their last 5 games. However, Southampton haven't won a game for 16 weeks. 16 weeks without a win. They've had an awful season. Currently, they are 12 points adrift of safety. Can they blag some kind of... What the hell happened to that marble there? Shot right up in the air. Can they blag any kind of surprise result against Chelsea? Chelsea have really dropped off the title chase as well at the moment. They are currently 8 points adrift after Villa's win in match 2 this week. They really need to win here to keep themselves within touching distance of the chasing rank. No one can get through. What is going on here? That obstacle is causing everyone heaps of trouble there. And there are 2 Southampton marbles through and just 1 Chelsea. Surely Chelsea will not drop points against Southampton of all teams. Can Southampton cause... Only that could happen for them. That could bounce over the ball. Surely Southampton cannot manage to get anything against Chelsea here. It would be an awful result for Chelsea. There's a few Southampton marbles down here. It's all right timing. Can they blag some timing? It's 1-0 Chelsea now though. And now Southampton going to stay yet another defeat. Stare at another defeat. It looks like it's 2-0 Chelsea. A solid win again. Southampton offering nothing as usual. This one finishes Chelsea 2, Southampton 0. Chelsea back within 5 points of top spot. Match 5 of Gameweek 2017. Brentford at home to Everton. Both 7 marble teams, but Brentford doing a little bit better at the moment. They are currently mid-table, 37 points, and they are 3 points off the top 5 at the moment. Everton, however, started well, have dropped down the table pretty rapidly. They are currently only at the relegation zone on goal difference. They cannot get a battering here that's significant enough to drop them into the bottom 3, unless they lose 7-0 and every Brentford marble crosses the line inside 10 seconds. Never going to happen. But a defeat here for Everton would keep them perilously close to that relegation zone as we near the last portion of the season here. Brentford doing pretty well so far. Can they get one down quickly? It will put a lot of pressure on Everton if they can. These have got some momentum. I think these are going to... they've both flunked it on the third part of this loop. And they're all kind of messing up as they get towards the final part of the hurdle here. Who's going to get across the line first here? This is less important for Brentford. Everton need a win. They've got one across the line. A little hop from the Brentford marble too. There's another one across for Brentford. It's 2-2. Brentford. Is there a late goal for anybody here? There could be one coming. Oh, there is a nil for Brentford. And there's another equaliser for Everton. My word, Everton just do not know when to give in this match. This one finishes Brentford 3, Everton 3. Match 6 of Gameweek 2017's Man United at home to Ipswich Town. Man United with a win here would go within 3 points of Arsenal, who have not played this week, but how they've caught them up this season is beyond me after how they started, but they have done really well recently. Ipswich, however, last week with a surprise 3-0 home win versus Tottenham. Did not see that one coming at all. Can they pull off another surprise win here against 9 marbled Man United? It would be a surprise. But they've pulled a few little weird surprise results like this season against bigger teams. Liverpool at the start of the season, for example, as well. And as I said, Spurs last week too. So can they get through here and cause another one? They've got through here pretty quickly. Now there's the Man United marble coming down, but they will probably make the bottom part of this obstacle first. And there's 2 ahead of the Man United marble. Man United could slip up here if they're not very careful. There'll be 2. Oh, there's 1 stuck in there. Can they get down the course? They're making a good effort here. Can they get down? No! They've hit greens and yellows all the way, and they can't get themselves down. But Man United could be in trouble here. There's a chance Ipswich could nick this one, or at least nick a goal. How are they not hitting greens? They've got one there. Surely Ipswich are not going to do it again. They should have got 2 across by now. They've had so many opportunities to score another one. Are they going to get another one? Are they going to get another one? If they don't win this one, they're going to be kicking themselves. They have won it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Ipswich win this one somehow. This one finishes Man United 0, Ipswich Town 1. Ipswich go 3 points clear of the relegation zone. Match 7 of Gameweek 27 is Nottingham Forest and Arsenal. Arsenal can afford no more slippers. They are currently 12 points adrift of Villa in first in the league. They have got to put on an almighty run and have any chance of keeping this title race alive. They're not really in it right now. They need to rely on some other results at the top going their way. They need a result here to start with, though, against Forest. Forest as well, dropping perilously close after a good start to the season. They are now themselves only 3 points and 2 places outside the relegation zone. After a good start, they have drifted bit by bit, and now they're in dire need of a win here, and they've got through this one first. Arsenal need this 3 points, though. They have to get 3 points here, or they are going to be in serious trouble. And they will, as I said, they will only be... they'll be at least 12 points behind at the end of this week. Liverpool to play it could be 13 points. They have to win this game to give themselves any hope of keeping in the race. I think if they lose this one, they are done. They're pretty much done anyway, but they're clinging on by their coattails, and they've got a goal here. They need another one, I think. That should do it for them, unless there's a second Forest marble in the vicinity here. There isn't at the moment. There's 2 seconds left. There should be a comfortable 2-0 win now for Arsenal. It is indeed. This one finishes Nottingham Forest 0, Arsenal 2. Arsenal back within 9 points of Aston Villa in top spot, while Nottingham Forest stay within 3 points of the relegation zone. Match 8 of Gameweek 27 is Tottenham vs Man City. 2 teams underperforming massively this season in the league. Man City just 4 points off the relegation zone in the Marble Race Premier League. Please do note the Marble Race Premier League. Too many people keep thinking this is all my position quotes are related to the real league. They're not. Marble Race Premier League is not the same thing. Figured that was obvious. Apparently it's not. Anyway, Man City with a win here would move up to about 10th, which isn't great for them. Spurs would move up to about 8th maybe. So both teams doing pretty rubbish here. But the loser here will still be perilously close to the relegation zone should any of their teams below them, any more below them, pick up points. There's only Newcastle below these two now who haven't played already today, so they won't lose too much ground. But even so, a big win for either of these two teams would to still give both of them a chance to finish in top 5, despite being horrifically bad this season throughout. Anyway, I think that was a Man City with the first goal there. and no more going to cross the line is indeed Spurs lose again. What a surprise. This one finishes Tottenham 0, Man City 1. Match 9 of Game Week 2017 sees Liverpool at home to Newcastle United. Liverpool with a win here would go top again, 1 point above Villa. Newcastle now 4 points away from the relegation zone. A win here would do them the world of good and get them kind of pretty comfortably clear at that point. They get 7 points clear, they're probably going to be okay this season. But defeat again would keep them a bit close. 3-1 win for them last week against Nottingham Forest in the Marble Race Premier League. Can they follow up with a win here and get themselves, as I say, 7 points at this point, at this stage of the season, will be fairly comfortable. And they've got the first shot at this because there are no Liverpool marbles anywhere near this. Can they get the momentum going the right way? No. Who's dropping through next though? Where are the rest of the marbles here? There's 2 Newcastle marbles, there's 3 Newcastle marbles and 2 Liverpool. Can any of the Newcastle marbles fall the right way? None so far. This one's got a 50. Oh, there's one gone the right way. It's 1-1. Who else is coming down? That's the question. Liverpool are going to steal this possibly. Can either of these fall across the line? They might. It's 2-2. Can Liverpool steal it to death? Oh, they have again. They did it last week. They've done it again this week. These last-minute goals are helping Liverpool no end. This one finishes Liverpool 3, Newcastle 2. Liverpool go back up to top spot. Match 10 of Game Week 2017's West Ham at home to Leicester City. West Ham with a win here could go in the top 5. Where has this one come from this season? They were flirting with relegation at the start of the season. A win here would put them 5th. What the hell is going on? And they will remain there because this is the last game of this game week. What a turnaround that would be. Leicester City currently 8 points adrift of safety. They've got a good little lead here so far with these marbles dropping down. They desperately need a win to claw that gap back to Everton, who are currently holding 17th spot. Can they blag a victory here? Which would be a bit of a shame for West Ham considering they've stormed the league a bit. And Leicester have got an early goal. They need an upset here. Can they hold on? That's the question. Can they blag the result? No, how has that West Ham marble got through? Had no momentum at all. It must have had a little bump. I didn't see it. It's 2-1. Oh, did that cross the line? Is it 2-1 Leicester or is it 1-1? This is huge for the season and for the relegation battle. Bad news for you Leicester City fans. This one failed to cross by the merest of fractions. This one finishes West Ham 1, Leicester City 1. So at the end of Game Week 27, Liverpool still leading the way, 1 point clear of Aston Villa, a further 5 points clear of Chelsea, and a further 4 points clear of Arsenal. The gap between the first and fourth still 10 points, but Chelsea and Arsenal in third and fourth, both with a game in hand on Liverpool and Aston Villa in first and second. At the bottom of the table, Leicester still 7 points adrift of the safety zone. Bournemouth back in the drop zone, I should say, after losing this week away at Brighton. Everton, that point could be huge from the end of the season still. That last minute draw against Brentford could be crucial for them. While Ipswich pulled off an almighty 1-0 away win at Man United, which has done them the world of good. They are up to 15th. That's the highest position they've been in for a long while. Forest, however, are falling fast. They are now in 16th spot. They are falling fast, just 3 points off the relegation, and it's so close at the bottom with just 6 points between about 12th and 17th, 18th now I should say. Anyway, if you enjoyed this one guys, please make sure you smash like on the video. Please hit subscribe if you're new here, and if you are, welcome. Please do check out the shorts videos that accompany these as well to help promote the series better. And until next time guys, thank you ever so much for watching this one, and I will see you for Game Week 28 very soon. Cheers all, bye!